since we're also talking about a very popular actor of the country, of Tamil Nadu, much loved, we can't even begin the argument talking about a responsibility that needs to be exercised of each and every individual who decided to assemble there. Because here they were also ardent fans of the actor who have gotten guided by his on-screen avatar, on-screen image. Mr. Rajgopalan, I'll pose that very question to you once again, but I want to get in an update from my colleague Purnima Murli, who is giving us all these details that are slowly trickling in. Purnima, we are getting to know of Chief Minister M.K. Stalin, who's already going to leave for Karur tonight itself. He starts as soon as he's done with all the duties here and that meeting that he's a part of. But that one question remains. There was an announcement that was made by TVK, by Vijay on the 25th itself. He had spoken to people through his social media to come and assemble on these grounds here in Karur. That assembly started from early morning. The time, however, that was given was between 3 p.m. to 10 p.m. Just help us understand how did everything play out here?
Well, this is the third day of his yatra, and every time there's a yatra organized by Vijay. The first time when he kick-started his yatra, there was overcrowding and there was an overwhelming response to his yatra, which is why in Trichy, where he kick-started his yatra, he was scheduled to arrive there at 10:30 a.m., but he only reached by 3:30 p.m. There were 3 districts that he was planning to cover, but he was only able to cover 2, which was Ariyallur, and he had to skip Perambalur because of the crowd. And this is something that was also seen during the second day of his yatra, which was last Saturday. And today also, people started gathering in Karur as early as 8 and 9 a.m. because the schedule that was given was between 1 and 3 p.m. So people started arriving early, and they waited patiently till Vijay arrived, which was post 6 p.m. And because of the heat, because of the overcrowding, it was a small lane where he, in fact, made that speech. And as he started making that speech, there were several people who fainted. There were ambulances that were lining up in that stretch. And then initially they said 20 people fainted. They were rushed to hospitals, but the number only increased. Currently, the death toll stands at 36, and 50 more people are being treated. Some of the deceased also reportedly include children and women is what we are given to understand, but we'll have to wait for the official numbers on that. But this is something that that only the TVK has to answer. So far, no statement yet from TVK. Chief Minister, who is holding a consultative meeting at the Secretariat, will be leaving for Karur by 1 a.m. is what we are given to understand. Tomorrow, Deputy Chief Minister, who is in Dubai, will be returning and will visit Karur tomorrow morning. Edappadi Palaniswamy, the leader of opposition, will also visit Karur tomorrow. But these are some of the latest developments. 36 is the death toll at the moment, and 50 more undergoing treatment as we speak.
Also, I'd like to get in a word from you on what has been the DMK's argument so far, Purnima. They are talking about how there was a letter that was submitted by TVK to the Karur police on the 25th of September, where the party had mentioned that they are anticipating only 10,000 people. And this was, of course, severely underestimating the crowd that will gather for Vijay. But I want to also understand that why was that tally not done by DMK itself or the police themselves, considering they have seen what has happened with Vijay's rallies in the past. How did they go by the number 10,000?
Well, as you rightly said, every time the number that's given by TVK is not the number that we see on ground, especially before Vijay's arrival. People start queuing up early, they wait for 6 hours, 7 hours, and then the number certainly increases. This happened at every district that Vijay had gone. Excessive crowding is one of the things that we've seen during Vijay's rally. When TVK had in fact assured before permission that only 10,000 people will come, but the number was way beyond 30,000. And now Sendil Balaji was in fact asked about action that will be taken, and he said currently the focus is to ensure that all the lives, all those who are going treatment, all their lives are safe. That's the priority. Medical assistance is the priority. Government, private hospitals and doctors from Salem, Namakkal district will be dispatched to Karur. So that's the priority. We'll not talk about anything else for now. Is what
Okay.
is the official reaction that's coming in from the DMK. But we'll have to wait and see what action will be taken and how now the government plans to
Okay.
respond to this tragedy that has taken place. While on social
Right.
media there are discussions as to why the police did not alert, why the police did not really try to stop the just 10,000. Why did they let this happen? So police are also being questioned at this point in time.
So various versions that are coming to light, this as per DMK and Congress sources as well. We have our colleague Pallavi Ghosh dissecting these very statements that have been made by the DMK. In fact, DMK Saravanan also was live with us on CNN News 18. He too was making similar points where he had also mentioned about how Vijay, despite announcing his arrival in Karur, was much delayed. So that entire schedule was poorly managed is the claim that the DMK is making by the TVK, and they also speak about the letter that was submitted by the TVK to the police and how there was an underestimation of the kind of crowd surge. Pallavi, help us understand and dissect this better. This is the claim that's been made by various sources within the DMK. They are saying it's all Vijay's fault.
Yeah, clearly all politics has completely broken out, and these are very, very grave charges which are coming in from the DMK Congress alliance on TVK, and this is just ahead of the poll-bound state. Essentially, what we can quickly capture is that the biggest allegation now against Vijay, the actor Vijay, the TVK chief, is that he is trying to avoid the media. In fact, they've already put out a video footage to make the point that he was at that airport, but he was dodging the questions from the media and not even offering any kind of a condolence as an explanation about what went wrong. According to DMK and the Congress, what really went wrong was that the rules were completely flouted. There was a letter which was submitted by DVK to the Karur police, and this happened on 26th, where the permission was sought for 10,000 people, but the numbers which were there on the ground far exceeded it. Clearly, the proper arrangements had not been made. You know, we've seen in the case of multiple stampede situations, what has always been noticed is the flouting of rules. Here also, whenever there's a large gathering, there's supposed to be certain protocols in place, a very definite alignment of exit and entry points. According to DMK Congress, this was completely missing. There was not enough barricading, and the organizers had promised that there would be a lower turnout. But the turnout happened to be much, much larger. Why did they allow that at all? Apart from that, the basic infrastructure, which means the quick access and facilitating that for exits, that was also not seen as far as the Stampede rally area is concerned. He turned up late, and this is why the people got restless, because they wanted to have a glimpse of him, and they see that this is what led to a spiraling of the situation out of control. What is going to be even more damaging for actor Vijay, and there's a possibility that charges may be filed against him, is that despite all this, he didn't seem to be hands-on on the ground, and more importantly, he was not even willing to speak to the media and offer his condolence.
Yeah, absolutely. We, in fact, are getting those details, Pallavi, and thank you so much for putting it out, because even Purnima was mentioning that there is a possibility there is going to be an FIR against Vijay. Remember, we also had put out the earlier visuals of Vijay leaving Trichy airport. He evaded the media questions completely, despite the fact that it was his rally that these people had assembled for. And there you have those visuals we are playing out again for our viewers. He gets out of his vehicle, evades the media and goes into the airport to leave for Chennai, deciding not to put out any statement. Remember, we're talking about 36 lives that have been lost, several of them children. Heartbreaking visuals that we are also receiving from the hospital. A father crying and carrying the dead body of his child. That's how heartbreaking things are that are emerging from Karur. Chief Minister is already in action. He is going to be leaving for Karur at 1 post the midnight. This is the report that's coming in. DMK says it's all Vijay's fault. They are mentioning these several instances where they are talking about how his schedule was poorly managed. He announced something, he arrived at the venue very, very late, and he gave a number which was an underestimation of the kind of crowd that usually Vijay's rallies attract. And the people have had to bear the brunt. They've lost their loved ones. 36 people have lost their lives, several of them children, many of them women. All of them have died in this incident, and there are many who are still receiving treatment at the hospital. taking stock of the situation is the Chief Minister. Our guests also continue to be with us on the broadcast. Harish Mohammed Ibrahim is back with us on the broadcast. Harish, the version that's coming in from the DMK, and I'll go back to it, they talk about how Vijay's schedule was poorly managed, but didn't they know better? Is the question, because this is not the first time that the rally is quoted to controversy, but yes, this kind of tragedy was something that that could have been averted. Harish, if you're with us. All right, Mr. R. Raj Gopalan, would you like to take this? Our news group is constantly putting out these reports. We are getting these heartbreaking visuals. Several of those visuals we cannot even put out on the screen. Death toll has risen to 38. Remember, the Chief Minister's office had spoken about 36. Now that number is up. The death toll is still going up, sir.
Very, very, very shocking, because the stampede happened during the speech of Mr. Vijay. You can also see the visuals. Vijay was seen throwing the water bottles to that crowd where he anticipated. He curtailed his speech. But despite that, my understanding, madam, it is going to be very, very, politically active, volatile, because DMK, which has ruled Tamil Nadu for several years, will make this to control and ensure that freedom of speech is curtailed in Tamil Nadu, because the government is facing anti-incumbency. My three questions, why they are not answering? Tamil Nadu does not have a full-fledged DGP of police. There is a politics. 8 officers have been superseded. The government has not appointed. Yesterday, the UPSC sent 3 names. Mr. Stalin, after losing 40 lives, please appoint a DGP who can take control, because you cannot be leaving it to the Deputy Inspector General or Assistant Superintendent of Police like that.
That's a fair point. Mr. Sahai, would you like to take that? No DGP in Tamil Nadu. Who takes the blame? And who calls the shots?
No, I'll take that point, and I'll not go with my fellow panelists that if the DG is not there as a registered DG of the state, there is a person who is officiating as a DG and he is competent enough to run the show. So if he is not able to deliver, that is a different story, and it is not being run by SP or additional SP. He is of the same rank, and of the 3 people who would have been cleared by UPSA, might be his name also would be there. So I don't know, but the person who is in charge certainly has the competence, capability and expertise to run the law enforcement and the police machinery in the state. Regarding that, there is no doubt. But if the political game is being played where the turf has to be maintained. See, this is all a battle of political turf. So the political turf has to be maintained. So they should not be seen as if they are going harsh on Vijay. Whatever happens to the people, that is a different story altogether, and that is how this particular crisis has happened. Now, Vijay does not know how to react now, and he's not been, he's a political novice. So he has disappeared in a manner he should not have. So that will bring further, it will not take him in the right direction. So that DG part, I'm not agreeable with. Okay. And there is no denying the fact that every state should have a regular DG. There is no denying the fact. So officiating DG should not be the norm.
Absolutely. So Mr. Rajgopalan, the fact that this point being brought at this moment could be deemed slightly political. This can wait, but right now we're looking at a larger picture here. Right now we're looking at so many deaths. The state government is active. You have yourself mentioned in your statement, you began with talking about it, but you continue to talk about how this should not be treated as an event to curtail dissent. Why so, sir? When one has agreed on this one aspect that politics can wait. Right now we're talking about several people who've lost their loved ones, sir.
Madam, it is a very, very sad commentary. 40 lives have been lost. No one can return it. Neither the Chief Minister, nor the Governor, nor the Centre. No one can return that, 40 lives. But one thing, during Operation Sindoor, every opposition party supported government. 1 week later, everyone asked to do politics. Similarly, here, after 1 week, again, politics will start. Even the RCB or the IPL, One day the chief minister was hiding, the Siddaramaiah. Second day onwards, BJP took it in a different way. Similarly, here also it will happen, because my only point, madam, for the last 2 months, the people are angry in Tamil Nadu. Voters are angry. That is exhibited through the large attendance of Vijay crowd and also Edapadi Palaniswamy crowd. Why police did not take cognizance of it and control? Now, high time, Mr. Vijay should be told to leave at 7 o'clock and reach that place. Suppose if he has given time 8 o'clock at the spot, he should not come beyond 9 o'clock like that. There should be a condition. There are 23 conditions put to the Vijay. He went to the court and the court said one more condition. Similar condition should be laid. But at the same time, Mr. Vijay should also be very careful, because he instigated the public. Again, I am telling you, this point, I was watching the live television. I saw that he sang a song, Pattu Rubai Sendel Balaji, Pattu Rubai bottle, like that. That instigated the people. Everyone started to dance and go to near the bus. That is why the stampede happened. The inquiry may reveal different thing. At the same time, my only one request, DMK should be very, very cautious, because two main opposition parties are under lot of demand from the public. Public are also interested in wanting to know what happened. It is definitely a politics. Tomorrow or day after tomorrow, you wait and watch. This will boomerang on the DMK.
Okay. Sanjay Sahai, Mr. Rajgopalan says all of this is going to boomerang on the DMK tomorrow. It's already started to boomerang against the state government, because this is a clear lapse. Vijay is to blame, definitely, but the state government cannot be oblivious to the blame either. Harish Mohammed Ibrahim is also with us, and I'd like Harish to take this. We have been asking you the same thing, Harish, but the fact that there is some sort of a reasoning that continues to come in from the DMK, trying to shift that blame only to Vijay.
No, I've stated on my first submission itself, what does the government need to do by giving a permission for a political party who has launched their political campaign? And the same spot, Mr. Edapadi Palaniswamy have been there almost 1 month back, and he have conducted a rally there. Because why the stampede doesn't happen over there? Because he has been there on a single point on a different time zone on prompt time, conducted the rally, moved to the next spot. From there, a group of people will be there, conducted the rally, moved to the next spot. But here, the greedy actor who just wanted to pull the crowd for a first meeting in Namakkal by 8:45 a.m., the people have started coming by 6 a.m. itself. But the actor started from Chennai by 8:45, So almost 4 hours delay in the first area where the rally should happen. And the second rally permission was given in Karur by 12 p.m. And the actor came by 4 to 5 p.m. So, the people have started on a Saturday where there is an entire school is on holiday, women, children, and everyone thronged to the side. Even after giving 10,000 people, which has been the expected crowd given by the TVK organizers. And the TVK organizers have given the particular spot is needed for them. And that has been allotted by the government, by the local administration. Even after that, the entire mechanism has been put in place. Even after now, I am saying, leave aside the entire politics aside. As a party president, as a basic human being, once in front of your eyes, your supporters, human being across political spectrum, came to see you, came to watch your show. They have lost their life. As a basic human being, you should be there. You should be there at the spot right now, visiting the hospital. And you are covered.
And not scoot to Chennai, which is where he has
you
reached.
You are covered.
Yes.
You are covered. You can't even answer the press and take the responsibility.
Absolutely.
That's
a fair
even
point.
take a responsibility. You can't even take a responsibility. How on earth you are coming to Tamil Nadu political fray and saying that
he's reached
I'm
Chennai airport, Harish. This is the word that we are getting to know. Vijay has arrived. He's reached the Chennai airport. He scooted from the scene of the crime. He's left he's decided he's not going to be taking that responsibility, the responsibility of 38 lives lost. Mr. Rajgopalan, would you like to weigh in over here?
Yeah, certainly. Mr. Vijay should not talk provocative, madam. I am still repeating why I am saying all the 3 points. Mr. Vijay is a cinema actor. He is not a politician. Politician knows what to do, what not to do. At the same time, just now, my other panelist was telling about the Edappadi Palaniswamy's public rallies. He has been a chief minister. He is in public life for the last 50 years. Edappadi Palaniswamy, so as Mr. Stalin. They know the public sentiments. No politician will flout the rules. But the cinema actors, the same cinema actor was prompted by DMK. Because DMK is in full control of cinema industry in Tamil Nadu. There is a split in DMK because of Vijay came out of the cinema industry, taken active politics. DMK wants to squeeze in. So therefore there is a politics. Again I am telling you. Just now the previous panelists were telling about the location. Vijay wanted a larger space location, Roundtena in Karur. The police did not do it. Whereas for Stalin and Udayanidhi Stalin, they gave that one, Edappadi Palaniswamy, they gave. Why did not they give to Mr. Vijay? So therefore, these things will come into the inquiry. Whatever the inquiry report may be submitted after 1 or 2 months, it will be buried and it will be gathering dust in the Tamil Nadu Secretariat. Public memory is very short. People will definitely exploit this. This issue is going to be a talking point in 2026 Assembly election. The opposition will definitely blame DMK. That is what is going to come to, and DMK will not give license or to have street cornered meetings to any of the opposition parties. It is going to happen like that. A mini emergency situation may arise.
While you talk about that, you also talk about how this is a serious anti-incumbency that DMK is already having to fight. So you also are talking about that. So while we look at a possible gagging of dissent, we cannot stay away from the fact that there are very many political outfits that are out there to challenge the DMK. And DMK, if it is in that view of a reality check, they also know it. They also know that.
They know it very well. And such a volatile campaign, Tamil Nadu political party campaigns are at the pitch. I have seen North Indian campaign is not matching with that. But Tamil Nadu is a very high potential, volatile situation because it was having DMK or ADMK or these rotational governments. Since Vijay has come in now and Seeman has come in now, politics is changing. In 2019, the same Chief Minister, M.K. Stalin, projected Mr. Rahul Gandhi as a Prime Minister candidate. See the volatile, high-pitched campaign. Today, 10,000 people, 30,000 people attended. But still, Mr. Rahul Gandhi will go and say, vote chori, vote chori, vote chori. You are having a best election campaign in Tamil Nadu. Polling will be smooth. Voting will be smooth. Counting will be smooth. But still, vote chori. 40 MPs were elected from Tamil Nadu out of 40. So therefore, people are agitated with the politicians.
Mr. Rajgopalan, are you learning of any kind of press meet that Vijay is going to do now that he's landed in Chennai? Because we are slowly learning of these reports trickling in. Any confirmation that you can give us, sir?
So far nothing, because tomorrow he is going to address a media conference in Chennai because he wanted to escape that spot. He is not like M.K. Stalin who will go to the spot. He escaped from the spot. Like previous gentleman was saying, covered. I don't want to use such hard words because it's not good during heated debate. We should not lose our emotions. My only point is tomorrow Mr. Vijay will give 12 lakhs to them, 20 lakhs to them. What will he do? He has huge money and he is spending. He also proclaimed that he left the cinema industry which he earned 1,000 crore rupees. So he may give 20 lakhs to the victims. He may earn a good name. It is politics after all. The cinema industry spoiled Tamil Nadu politics, which has come to this pitch. Now the cinema industry owned by the DMK men are afraid of Mr. Vijay's entry. That is why they are squeezing in on him.
Right, Mrs. Sanjay Sahai, I'd like your word on this. We are also learning, and even as Vijay managed to evade the cameras in Trichy, he has in fact landed in Chennai. How much more can he stay away? There needs to be some sort of a statement that he needs to give, because he was the one who'd asked these people to assemble for some kind of a grievance redressal.
No, how much he can keep away from the media is a different story. How much the government allows him to keep away from the inquiry or the investigation. That is the government's call. Whatever I have understood in last around 2 hours on the TV on different channels is that nothing is being talked about culpability of Vijay, and that Vijay has literally no role to play, and people are also literally begging as why he is not speaking and when he will speak. The point is he has to be forced to an inquiry or an investigation. And if people who are talking about that permission was given to for 10,000 people and all that, and then police kept mum or they provided a different venue for this particular person, can certainly book a case against him for culpable homicide not amounting to
So do
murder.
you think
It
that
was already.
FIR that
Huh?
one is learning of, that is going to be slapped against Vijay? This is what the DMK is mentioning, at least the sources are suggesting, is going to be that.
I don't know. I have no idea as to what the sources are saying, but whatever is being discussed, I don't see that there is a
In fact, there is
criminal
a
case.
statement that has been put out by Vijay. I'm really sorry to interrupt you, but Vijay has in fact put out the statement, and let me read from that statement of Vijay's. My heart is shattered. I'm writing in unbearable, indescribable pain and sorrow that words cannot express. I extend my deepest condolences and sympathies to the family of my dear brothers and sisters who lost their lives in Karur. I pray for the swift recovery of those receiving treatment in the